But y'all see, man, we learning and we're growing and we're getting better and better every day, man. Every day. The more I'm on that Bobcat, the more I see the things that I can do with it. Okay, y'all, good morning, good morning. Sunday morning, it's about 9 o'clock. I'm going back over here to the bamboo site. I'm going to get the gravel off that trailer. I worked a deal out with the owner over there. He's going to buy some of the gravel. He's not going to buy all of it because I need some for my house, but he's going to buy the majority of it. So, yeah. Kind of tired this morning. Starting to feel a little bit, I don't know, just a little bit stretched out, man, you know, and it's always a feeling of, trying to think of the best word to use here, of just so much going on around me, right? I'm talking about in working, you know. Okay, so, I got a couple things going on. I know that, I need to get the gravel off the dump trailer. You know, that's been a long process, and I could have taken care of it a lot quicker than I have. So I'm gonna go over here to the bamboo site. I'm gonna grab some of that gravel out of the trailer with my, you know, I got the small bucket. You know, I bought a bucket that is 5-foot bucket for all the 6-foot trailers. You know, so I can scoop stuff off a 6-foot trailer without it hitting the sides. So I got the little it's a little bucket, it's still a pretty big bucket, and so I'm gonna go over to the bamboo site. I'm gonna get some of that gravel off of there. I'm gonna spread it. First of all, I'm gonna try to fix the ground. Now the owner over there, he don't really care nothing about grading the driveway or any of that kind of thing. But see, I don't like just dumping gravel on top of you know, bad ground or, you know, bad area in the road. I like to fix the ruts in the road first. So I'm gonna try to create a redneck drain, if you will, so that water can get across the driveway on this one flat spot, and then I'm gonna spread that gravel around. Now I'm gonna keep one bucket of gravel for me to bring home with me in the trailer. But well, yeah. So I've been thinking about, you know, the reason that dude over there didn't want me to finish up the grading job, and what I have come up with, and it makes plenty of sense based on what I know now. So when the dude over there, we did the drainage last week, when he found out that I was going to charge, you know, $300 for a pallet of sod just to lay the sod, that was not including the price of the sod or nothing. When he found out I was going to charge $300 a pallet, he didn't like that. And then, you know, so the way he figured is, okay, I can get somebody to do that cheaper than that, and that's fine. You know, you might be able to, especially somebody that's all they do. See, I can't hardly do it for cheaper than that. I could, and I'd still make money, but I'm giving up something too. I don't want to give up nothing. So if I'm gonna, you know, step outside of doing the lawns this time of year, then the price is a premium right now. Because why is that, y'all? Because of my time. I don't have time. See, the customers don't want to do anything like that in February, March, you know, or even January. They want to wait until it warms up. Well, the price goes up, you know, as the demand for work goes up. That was the craziest thing. So when he found out that I wanted to do $300 a pallet, well, and then I was going to charge him like another, you know, $600 or $700 to grade, you know, he decided that he was going to, you know, go another route because he don't want to spend. See, so he probably happy. He probably got somebody come over there and say, okay, I'll do the sod for you, which is his overall grand picture. He thought I was going to do the sod. And I didn't really want to do the sod, so I was not negotiating off of $300 a pallet because I didn't even want to do it. After all the stuff that we went through over there with the little bit of drainage stuff, I didn't want to go through anything else with him where it was going to suck up time. You know, I just didn't want to do it. I'm already damn near backwards over there. So he probably found somebody that'll do the sod for $175 a pallet. And then, you know, maybe $225 a pallet, and they'll grade the ground too. Now, we would have done some minor grading as we're laying the sod, but he probably got somebody that's going to do it a lot cheaper, you know, overall than me. And I didn't want to do it anyway. So that whenever a contractor like me, anyway, I don't know how everybody else does it, but when I don't want to do something, I put a number out there that's kind of big, and hopefully that will either make them go somewhere else or hire me and it's worthy of my time, right? But once I realized the chaotic nature of everything over there, then I was not going to be over there for peanuts no more. You know, there's one day, like I said in another video, there's a difference in doing, you know, a $200, you know, bushes or $150 bush job once every 3 months. Nobody's there. You pull up over there. You spend about an hour and a half there. You know, and it's sell you the money. You don't ever even see nobody. A whole nother ball game when you got, you know, folks in your ear. So, and I know a couple of the guys came on here and was saying that he probably saw my video. He didn't see the video, man. He didn't see it. I talked to him. You know, he don't even know I do a YouTube channel. And if he'd have saw the video, he'd have came into the comments and said something. That's just how he is. No, he didn't like the price of the $300 per pallet. And I will say, in my general area, that is a little bit high. Yeah, it's about $100 too high. Now, when I say $300 a pallet, that does not include the sod, and that does not include the delivery of the sod. We're talking about $300 a pallet to pick the sod up on site and spread it on site. It ain't got nothing to do with bringing it. It ain't got nothing to do with hardcore grading or anything. And normally I charge about, well, I mean, I normally get, you know, $250 or so. You know, I don't know, man. I just know that I didn't really want to do that job. And good thing, because I got other work, you know, coming down the pike too. So I got another customer that wants us to do 12 scoops of mulch, and we do that every year. Now, Zach and Katie have been doing it for the last 3 or 4 years. I don't think Katie can do it this year. Y'all remember yesterday on that mulch job that I pulled up on when I went to the Waffle House, and I talked to a dude I went to school with for a minute. Well, he, you know, he does mulch. Maybe I could sub it out to him. You know, that I'm not opposed to that. I'm not. Especially, I can make money on the delivery of the mulch. I can make money on a little bit of the labor or whatever. I just got to make sure that I know what his price will be so I can charge the customer accordingly. But since I know I got Francisco for the summer, at least that's what the plan is as of right now, then I need to time the work. You know, I've learned a lot in the last couple of years. You know, you gotta time the work. Being efficient is all good, right? Don't get me wrong. But you gotta time the work so you don't run out of work. Like, you know, over the weekend, me running the skid steer over here at Buddy's place, you know, that's the best way to do that, because otherwise I would be starting to work on the lawns that we got for the week, and then I would get, you know, some of the critical ones done, right? And then we'd get into the week and we wouldn't have enough to justify the two people. I gotta have enough work to justify 2 people. And, you know, early on this season, I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to get a second person that I wasn't gonna have to go through 2 or 3 people or 5 people or you know, not even find nobody. So now that I got the guys, well, now it's just about, okay, let's, you know, spread the mulch or do all the jobs that we normally do. But what's going to end up happening if I don't watch out, and this is where it gets critical, is I'm going to run out of work as far as the lawn work. So I got to time these things a little bit better and think a little bit more about the timing of everything, and when I take on other jobs and trying to incorporate those into the schedule. Being the mulch job over there, that's you know, that's well, that's a day job right there. I don't remember what I charged him last year for mulch, but I want to say I'm probably going to be at $125 a yard, you know, something like that, man. That includes the mulch, but I'll go get the mulch myself and deliver it myself. Damn. But I'll deliver the mulch myself and keep it on the dump trailer, so you know, if I have Zach and them do it on the weekend. But I may have to incorporate that job in. I need to move this out of the way. I got to get home today and look at everything. And I got a lot of things going on, man. One of the things, and y'all gonna think this is some silly 10-year-old shit. The floor in my shop is unacceptable, man. I'm not gonna be able to hardcore do that. We're gonna have to grind that floor down. Now I don't know. I'm gonna see what a company will charge to come and do it, and then I may hire it out, you know, or I may rent the equipment and have and see if Francisco and Zach want to do it. So yeah. But I got another sod job, so, you know, and they gonna be paying the $300. You know, I don't take on sod work for cheap, man, because it just requires too much for me to do it, man. You know, I think last year, and I'm not exactly, I don't remember. I can look in my books, but I think last year I ended up charging, I don't remember what I charged, but I think I ended up paying Zach and Katie a couple $100 each. So yeah. See, this driveway, man, I don't like Jimmy rigging the driveway up, man, but this driveway's terrible. Let me get out with the camera for a second and just kind of show y'all what the hell is up here. Okay, y'all, everything smells like fire. So y'all can see this area right here from probably from I don't know, right along in here to the trees. I mean, that's not enough gravel to hard do anything. But the problem is, and I don't know if y'all can see it with the camera, is this big lip right here. This is a berm right here. See, and what happens is the water comes from from the houses up here, comes down this hill. It already hits a flat spot right here. This really needs to be built up a little bit to where it'll do that, because the water sits in here. And you know, you would have to regrade that and just build that up a little bit, just pull the hill down some, whatever. But the problem is the berm on this side of the driveway will not allow the water to go through. So you can see where the water sits. These are all big low puddles. So my thinking is we're gonna come across the top here and just get some of the pine needles and stuff out of the way. And this is a good job for the power rake, but he does not like the power rake on the driveway for some reason. He said it just makes a mess. But I know that the power rake will really fill in the holes, but I don't have the power rake with me, and you know, that's cool. We can live without it because, well, I have to charge for the power rake, man. So, but y'all can kind of see what's going on here, especially right here. And see, all this right here is just dirt, sand, and grit. See, there's no way water's going to get over that big bump. And that big bump wouldn't be there if it wasn't, if the gravel would stay on top. But I guarantee you, there's a boatload of gravel all along the edge right here, a boatload. And if I had the power rake, I would show y'all. But we're gonna see some of it. So what I'm gonna do is, we got the dump trailer over there, and I'm gonna cut me some redneck. I said redneck. French drainage here. So we're gonna try to knock this down a little bit, but I don't want to make a big mess. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the bucket, and we're just gonna dive the bucket deep right here and make a little trench, you know, for the water to shed. You know, there's no way the water can get from this point to the low spot over there because it's such a big mound right here, and then there's another big mound right there. So that's what's going on the driveway here. Now, if it's up to the owner, I could just dump the gravel out, Ray. And you know, to a certain degree, that's what we're going to have to do. But we're going to try to undercover, make it where when it does rain, the water has a place to go. Because what happens is the water sits here, and then you have to drive on it, because this is the only way in and out. And you drive on it, and you drive on it, and you drive on it. Amazon trucks, FedEx, all of them, and the owners and stuff. Well, you push all the rock down into the ground, and then you don't have no rock no more. A lot of rock right here, a lot of gravel. But you can't see it because it's pressed way down in there, and that's okay. You know, it's pretty hard. It's like concrete right here, you know. But the water has always got to have a place to go, man. You know, I just don't like, you know, jimmy rigging everything up. Even if I'm getting paid top dollar or not, I don't particularly, you know, and I got to have a scoop of that gravel myself. You could dump all that gravel here, no problem. I mean, no problem at all. But I'm gonna have to earn some money over here today, man, because I'm spending money. You know, I spent the $200 on the gravel, and I just spent $70 on fuel. Yesterday, you know, it was hard for me to really, and I didn't charge him for the trench either that we dug. But I'm gonna get on I'm gonna get on the Bobcat. I'm gonna set you guys up somewhere, and the first thing I'm probably gonna do is going to grade this driveway and get that where you get the gravel off my trailer, so when I go to lunch or whatever, I can take my trailer home. I need to get my dump trailer back home. It's been a process. It's been out in the street for over a week. So, well, yeah, about a week. Well, over a week now. So, I'll kick it. Y'all, the camera's screwing up, man. The GoPro is. I had it recording me cleaning this up, but it did not record. I don't know what the hell's going on. So that's the drainage for this pipe right here coming out. The water flows good across here, so we just want to make it where when it rounds that curve, it can get in that trench and be gone. I think that looked pretty freaking good, man. I have brought two scoops of gravel up here. Me reaching in there with the bucket, man, is moving the trailer all around, and it's going to end up bending the jack. So I need to be hooked to the truck to scoop in it. But right here, I dug just a little bit of a trench right here, see? And that'll catch the water, because water sits right here all the time. So All right, y'all, that's about as good as I can get it, man, without any major grading. And it'll settle down a little bit. The big rock, you know, it takes a minute for them to settle down. So this is what's left. It's probably about a yard in here. It's a big bucket, you know. So fire's going, so I'm fixing to run this trailer home. I need to get my trailer back home. It's been over a week since baby's been home. So and probably when I get home, I'm gonna go on and dump it, because I don't even really have a place to park. I got a big pile of gravel already. So yeah, but y'all see, man, we learning and we're growing and we're getting better and better every day, man, every day. The more I'm on that Bobcat, the more I see the things that I can do with it. And I know that would be the same thing with the Mini X. I just am scared to spend the money on a Mini X right now because I don't have any work for one right now. You know, and that goes, you know, back to what I'm always talking about, man. You got to know what the hell you're doing. I'm not going to just go buy a machine and not know anything. I took that gamble when I bought the Bobcat. But when I did that, it was either find work in the winter or go get a job in the winter, and that one, going and getting a 9-to-5 was not going to happen. So my back was way on the wall when I bought the Bobcat. Like I've told you guys many times before, I spent my last little bit of money that I had on purchasing the Bobcat, and the machine has paid dividends. I said dividends. So now I don't have to make those kind of moves anymore. You know, I got a lot more to lose. I mean, you lose everything, you lose everything. It doesn't matter if you got a little bit or a lot. You know, I just don't want to fail. And so I might be a little bit more careful than I was, well, 10 years ago or whatever. So I'm making good money with the Bobcat, the truck, the dump trailer, the lawn business. And, you know, for me to step out of that and get a Mini X, you know, I don't know, man. I mean, I'll probably get one eventually, but my money's got to be a little bit better for me, because, well, that's the experience that I have out here. My money's going to be better than it is right now for me to purchase another machine. We're going to have to make that $8,000 back that I just spent on the Exmark, on the new X, well, not new, but the Exmark mower. I got to get my $8,000 back. So, and I will sell, if any of you guys are interested, I will sell the surging mower. Y'all know the history on it. The deck on it has been redid, but I would probably have to get about at least $3,000 for that mower, $3,500, you know. And if I can't get, you know, $3,500 for it, give or take, then I'll just keep it, man. Because everything about the mower is, well, I can make money with it right now. And if you're a mechanic and you know a lot about these engines, that mower has about, well, now it probably has about 750 hours on it. That's all that damn engine has. And you can take it to the dealer and they'll plug it into the computer and they'll tell you exactly how many hours are on that mower. I can print out the paperwork. But see, when somebody looks at that mower, they're going to be thinking, man, it's got a lot of hours on it. But that engine only has like 750, maybe 800 hours at the most. So I haven't put 100 hours on it since it started surging. But I am willing to sell it. So, but I ain't giving it away. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, y'all? All right, man. So I took care of my obligation over there that I had to do, you know, for the cheap, you know, with that fire and burning. Well, I burned everything that I brought over there. I really didn't have that much over there this time. But I burned a lot of stuff that was there from where they took those trees out. So, yeah. I'm going home, going to eat lunch. I gotta damn get those that mulch kit off that freaking mower, man. I got halfway through it the other day, and shit was dripping all over me, and it was just nasty, man. I just said the hell with it. I haven't used the mower but one time, but just the day that I got it. So I definitely gonna, whatever I got to do to get that mulch kit off. See, I didn't have the Bobcat. The Bobcat was over there at that job, man. So I need to pick the thing up in the air, man, and get it all the way up above my head so I can take that shit off, man. I'm cutting every bolt, man. It's hard to see when you're crawling underneath it. I want to see how you put the thing on there without some kind of lift or something. I got a lift. It's called Bobby.